Listen, y'all, I'm just getting home from work and I'm tired as they come. I got up this morning, went to the gym, and then went to work, and I never do that. But anyway, I wanted to come to you with a revelation I got from God today. So, the revelation was simply this: your gifts will make room for you, even if you're already in those rooms. Do you hear me? Your gifts, with an S, will make room for you, even if you're already in those rooms. And sometimes we forget that just because one of our gifts got us in the room doesn't mean that another gift that we have won't get us out of that room into a bigger room, or that another gift that we possess won't shift how we move in that room, won't elevate us in the room that we're already in. Today, I had a perfect example of that. We have this directors meeting where we meet and we just talk about our development as a person, as ourselves, our identity, and our role in the work that we do. And in those meetings, I'm a therapist, and even though I don't operate in a therapist role, in this role, that still is my background. That's still who I am. And in the room, we started to talk about what we do, and we started to talk about growth. And in that room, everybody knows me and my personality as a person that's very strategic. We do a lot of work around like systems work. We do a lot of like research work. So our brain is always going, right? And because we spend a lot of our times working in silos and building programs and systems and making sure it's better, a lot of people know in their room that one of my gifts was being able to motivate, encourage, and inspire people to be the best version of themselves. While I do this on this app and I do this on other apps, and I also like in the process of creating a podcast, that's not something that they see because again, we often work in silos. And so we're in this room and we're talking about growth, and I started speaking. When we left the room, a few of my coworkers came up to me and said, please don't ever stop speaking in that meeting because it helps me grow as a person. And I didn't know that you had those gifts. And I really want to say that we sometimes forget that the gifts that got us in the room is not always the gifts that will carry us in the room, because you're a multi-dimensional person. And when God said your gifts will make room for you, it was a big S. You have more than one gift. And oftentimes people see you operating in one of them, but they don't realize that you have many gifts. And so I just wanted to say that to encourage somebody, is that just because something got you in the room, don't mean that's not going to be the thing that carries you and elevates you in that space or out of that space. So anyway, keep going, acknowledge all of your gifts. If you don't know what your gifts are, take some time to kind of self-reflect to see what they are, because I promise you, when you're operating in the thing that God called you to do, opportunities will just be endless. I haven't had to like really apply for a job in years, because my gift always made room for me. It always went before me. And whatever opportunity I had was because I was just organically operating in who God created me to be. So I hope this encourages someone to figure out what you're called to do and move in that thing and watch how your life shifts. But y'all take care. Bye.